Hello students, so today we will take the next topic of our chapter, the Indus Valley Civilization, that is the drainage system, and this lecture is for 6th class. So let us start the drainage system and governance. The drainage system of Harappan cities was incredible. The rooms had sloping floors and had drains which were connected to the street drains. The kitchen too had drains. The street drains were covered with stone slabs or bricks and had manholes at regular intervals. So these drains, with the help of these manholes, were cleaned regularly. The main drains emptied outside the city. So inside there will be no filth inside the city. The city will be clean. It shows that people of the Indus Valley were conscious about hygiene and sanitation. In the picture you can see the drainage system everywhere in the house, whether they are rooms, whether they are floors, whether they are kitchen, everything is being connected to these drains, and these drains were connected to the street drains, and the street drains were covered with stone slabs, and then these street drains were connected to the main drains which emptied their filthy water outside the city, and inside the city it will be clean. Next is governance. The Indus cities were well administered, but there is no evidence that a king or a single ruler ruled these cities. The cities were probably administered by a committee. Listen again, the cities were probably administered by a committee of a people, and which people were over there? Rich merchants and priests were there in that committee, and these rich person and the priest who were in that committee being elected looked after all aspects of life, whether it's trade, whether they are taxes, whether it's law and order. So there is no king or a single ruler in the cities. The cities was administered by a committee of a people, and which people were there? Rich merchant and the prominent priests were over there in that committee. Now let us see the social divisions of Indus Valley Civilization. So the Indus Valley Civilization was divided into three groups: first group, second group and third group. In first group, ruling class is over there, and which people were over there in ruling class? Rich merchant and priest, and all of them were lived in citadel, in the raised ground, citadel, palace. Second group, small merchants, artisans and craftsmen were over there in the second group, and they lived in outer town. Now who are these? Small merchants, artisans, craftsmen, artisans, who are the artist people. In Hindi or Punjabi we can say the karigar, shilpi, is it clear? And to craftsman we can say dastakar. Artist, we can also see the people who are dexterous or skilled in some art. For example, painting should be there, dance should be there, singing should be there, the aesthetic works which are over there. And crafts, which is dastakar, I have told you in Hindi or Punjabi, and they're dexterous in gold, jewelry, for example goldsmith, ironsmith, blacksmith, all the people who are over there, and they lived in outer town. And the third group is over there, and it comprises of laborers and farmers, and these people lives in the outer limit or around the cities in the villages. Is it clear? So this is the social division: first group, second group and third group. Ruling class and rich merchants and priests are living over there in first group, and they lived in citadel. Small merchants, arts and craftsmen, they are in the second group, they lived in outer town. Laborers and farmers are there in third group, and they live in outer limits of the city or around the city in some villages. Now let us take about the occupation of the Indus Valley Civilization. So there are three main occupations. First is agriculture, and then is trade, and then are some other occupations. So let us take first of all the agriculture. So in agriculture, the main crops which were grown are wheat, rice, mustard, sesame and barley. Wheat, गेहूं, rice, chawal, mustard, sarson, sesame, til, and barley, jaw. They are being grown over there. and people used to eat meat, fish, eggs, fruits and milk. Indus Valley people were the earliest people to grow cotton, and they have also domesticated some animals, namely oxen, buffaloes, goats, sheep, pigs, cats, dogs, etc. Now let us take about the trade. So there are two types of trade going on over there. One is internal trade and one is external trade. Internal trade within the country, within India only, with Karnataka, with Rajasthan, present day, and with Kashmir, and external trade with Mesopotamia, present day Iraq, with Afghanistan and Egypt. Now, how do we know that there is trade between these civilization, with the Egyptian civilization, with Mesopotamian civilization, with the Chinese civilization? Also, we were trading. So, how do we come to know that they were having trade relations with each other? So Mesopotamian seals have been found in the Harappan cities, and Harappan seals are found over there in Mesopotamian cities. And trade was carried on from a port of Lothal, where a big dockyard where ships have been built or repaired has been discovered. A variety of measures and weights were also used, and sometimes they are also using barter system. So what is barter system? When the role of money is not over there, when you are exchanging the goods in exchange of goods only, when you are giving goods in exchange of goods only. For example, two persons are over there, one is a farmer and one is a cobbler. Farmer needs shoes and cobbler needs wheat, so they can exchange their goods, and there is no role of money. This is known as barter system. Is it clear? Then what are the other occupations? They were weaving, they were pottery, jewelry making. Is it clear? Metal works are over there, toys making are also over there, seal making is there, and stone cutting is over there. Weaving, you can know the making of clothes. In Hindi or Punjabi, we can say the person who are the weavers, bunkar. Is it clear? Poetry, the art of making pots. And one thing is over there, the art of poetry had reached great heights in this civilization. So many pots of Indus Valley civilization has been found over there in Mesopotamian civilization. So art of poetry making had reached its height. Then jewelry making is over there, metal works are over there, toy making is over there, seal making is over there, and stone cutting is over there. Pottery, you know, weaving I have told you, jewelry, that is your gold, iron, and of ivory also, made up of your teeth of our elephants and that all, rhinoceros and that all, ivory work. Then metal work, making things of metals. At that time iron, they don't know the use of iron. At that time they are using the bronze or copper, they are mixing with tin, they are making it more hard, they are making tools and weapons from these copper and bronze. Is it clear? Then toy making, you can see over there, toy cart is over there, I have shown in your picture, in a picture. Then seal making is over there, making of seals. We will discuss about seal making further in this chapter only. Then stone cutting. What is stone cutting? Cutting of stones for different things. For example, sawmills, for grinders, for bridge making, for road making. Stone cutting is over there. So these were the main occupations of Indus Valley civilization. In our upcoming videos, we will see the amusement and recreation, dress, ornaments, art and craft of our Indus Valley civilization.